Welcome back, everybody. It is the third series. Dude, these intros are so hard to do when all you hear is "La God Mata Dog" and all that stuff. So we're getting a Team Secret versus Pain, which, you know, going into this tournament, if you saw this, it was the opening series that you saw of the International. You would have been like, "Oh, Secret's probably going to stomp Pain." But
I actually think it might be the other way
it
around.
might be the other way around because first of all, Pain doesn't look so bad right now, and
Yeah.
they're kind of on the up. And second of all, Secret, while they did okay at some part in this season, they have kind of gotten just. It felt like they've gotten progressively worse.
Secret right now is 2-4.
This is a team that we were talking about, like at one point, was the best in the world. Right, at one like small area, they seemed like they were actually better.
They looked unstoppable.
Than Liquid, than VP, and that was fairly early on in the season. I feel like that was like winter area of 2017.
Yes, sir.
And then the rest of 2018 marched on, and Team Secret did not look the same indomitable force that they once did.
Man, EG's just rolling through this tournament right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely.
Yeah, they just 2-0'd OG, right?
Yeah, they're going to be upper bracket for sure.
Yeah. They probably... I wouldn't be surprised if once that OG game registers, if they haven't already locked it in. That many 2-0s feels like you should be guaranteed.
I mean, you have to play a lot of games, though. We still have 2 full more days to play. They still have to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matchups. They've only played 4. So I don't think they've locked in... They haven't locked in anything yet, Austin.
How are they only...
10 seconds remaining.
Do you see that? They're 6-1.
They're
That's 7 games.
Yeah, this hasn't been
5 seconds remaining.
updated for their 2-0.
So they're 7-1.
Yeah, they're 7-1 right now. LGD is 5-3. Liquid is 4-3. So those teams that we expected to hold serve are holding serve. Fnatic, after getting off to the 2-0 and the 1-1, who else did they lose to? They just lost to somebody.
I mean, in all honesty, if you are a Liquid, a VP, and LGD, a team that you're very confident about your place in TI, how do you really need to be in the top placing for this group?
No. Remember what Miracle famously said?
What did he famously say?
Can I even repeat that? I guess I can. It was in the video, so it should be fine. He said, upper bracket is for bitches.
Ah.
That's what he said. So he doesn't care. If you think you're supposed to be... I mean, it feels nice to be in the upper bracket.
Yeah.
They were when they lost, IG or something? When they got 2-0 or 2-1 or whatever. But...
Pain Gaming's turn to pick.
Oh, that's a Nyx. A fast pick.
Yeah, okay. So...
The double bug.
Dude, I don't know what it... do you think teams look at games that are happening right before their series and take ideas from it?
Of course. I mean, you're going to see something, and if you think it looks broken or really good... Yeah.
Especially in a group stage, you should try it out.
Why not?
So, because I was just watching Nyx Assassin support on some team.
A lot of people are picking it lately.
Yeah.
We saw Serenity pick it too yesterday, and
it feels like it just sort of happens in rapid succession, these picks.
Weaver, though, is really good right now. We saw it lose the other day, right? It was against a Void.
Yes, we did. And for the most part, we've seen it first ban. Instead, they banned away Tiny on Team Secret
10 seconds remaining.
and Wraith King on Pain, which are kind of the 2 heroes that I would point to are probably the least first banned.
I mean, Wraith King's starting to move up in everybody's list,
Yeah,
to be fair.
Sure. I mean, he was the most picked hero out of day 1, I think.
Yeah. What a funny hero.
I was just watching a vengeful spirit support trying to run away from Wraith King skeletons. But of course he didn't have boots at that time, so the skeletons were faster than him. He just slowly died.
10 seconds remaining.
That's got to feel terrible. Bloodseeker is a pretty good answer to Weaver. And he is a pretty good hero to couple with Faceless Void, so I would not be surprised if Pain banned that.
Yes, sir.
What else? What else is a good counter to Weaver? I want to focus on that hero because I feel like we're going to see a lot of it with the way it's being banned and pick so much.
I mean, Void's excellent. Shaker's good.
Basically, AoE disables.
Yeah. It's like all the single target ones, like Beastmaster and stuff, kind of suck. Just something that can jump him like with range.
You know, I
10
actually think
seconds
Pango's not
remaining.
bad as well.
Yeah.
He's an AoE stun, but it's especially once he
5
gets Yules.
seconds remaining.
If you blink on him once and then you Yules, you just got him chain stun.
My issue is that I always
Gaming's
feel like he's
turn
gonna
to
get that
bat.
one item. What's it called? Lincoln's. Which is why all these single targets feel very meh against that hero.
Yeah. You know, I actually thought Legion Commander was a decent hero for this meta right now. She has not really made any appearance at this tournament. I'm sure somebody's picked her somewhere. I haven't seen it.
10 seconds.
You think Legion's good?
remaining.
Yeah, I thought so.
Guess that's why you're the play-by-play.
5
Dude.
seconds remaining.
My MMR was recovering after for this last week, and a large part of it was Pugna and Legion Commander.
I feel like it was more the Pugna than.
No, dude, Legion Commander was a winner for me.
Yeah.
Dude, she's a lane winner.
Pain
She's a
Gaming's
lane
turn
winner,
to pick.
William.
Mm-hmm.
How does that not fit this meta?
Oh, they ban brood themselves, so not the triple insect.
Are there any more bugs left in?
Let me look at bug-like heroes? I don't think so.
10 seconds
might be it.
remaining.
There's just 3 of them.
I mean, Venomancer
5
kind of.
seconds remaining.
No, dude,
Looks
that's something else. I
insect-like.
don't know what he is, but
He looks insect-like.
he looks like.
No, I think there's only 3. Somebody said Sand King, but
That hero's been gone for a while. Plus, Burrow Strike does not hit Lincoln's, or it gets blocked by Lincoln's rather.
Okay.
Team secrets. Turn to pick.
Another hero I like lately.
Good hero against Bloodseeker.
Oh, that's what we should have talked about. Rubik against Weaver.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's doing that lately.
He has a single target disabled, but he can Fate Bolt, Telekinesis, plus Shikuchi value.
That is the best feeling as a Rubik to have that spell.
Yeah, for sure.
10 seconds remaining.
Because all of a sudden you have to buy Dust against a Rubik
5 seconds
and Sentries.
remaining.
That's kind of annoying.
I like the line, both the disable as well as the big burst damage that you can throw against the
I mean, there's a ton of single
against
target right now
Bloodseeker.
on the side of Secret.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln's is going to have mega value.
Team secrets. Turn to pick.
Oh,
I like that.
Yeah.
There's not... Pretty much, there's just no burst
Yeah,
on the
there's-
side of Secret right now.
There's no heavy amount of magic damage. Punishes Bloodseeker. Gives disdain to all his allies. So, William,
10 seconds remaining.
what is the hero?
5 seconds
What
remaining.
counters Weaver and Necrophos? Both of them.
Weaver and Necrophos. I'm not sure about that. Ember's pretty good here, but it's rough against Nyx is the problem.
Oh, yeah. That's just insta loss.
That's why
Pain
Nyx is kind of cool here
Gaming's
as a pick.
turn to bat.
Oh, boy.
Is
That's
that
an
really
interesting.
good, though? Against, like, I feel like Weaver gets on top of you pretty well. You've got a lot of zone control, though. You've got Freezing Field, Bloodright plus Rupture, and you've got the Arc Warden Bubble.
You're going to win that area.
You are going to plant your flag on one area and own it. Yes, Echo
5
Slammer
seconds
Jam
remaining.
indeed. Legion Commander is 1-1 right now.
At this TI?
Yeah. I bet some bad team lost with it.
How do you check that? Dota buff?
Yeah, dude.
Team Secret.
So what do you need to wrap this up for Team Secret? It's kind of weird though, because you don't want to lock yourself into the Bloodseeker mid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you just might end up in a really bad matchup. Because they could easily do Necrophos side lane, Weaver safe lane.
10 seconds remaining.
I saw OG try out this Arc Warden hero. Didn't really look great. And a big problem was Storm Spirit. And Storm Spirit beats Bloodseeker mid, correct?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I thought of Storm when I saw the first 2 picks, but... Because even though the root's annoying, it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Storm's really nice against Arc Warden, too.
Yeah.
Storm feels amazing against Bloodseeker.
Yes. What other heroes? Death Prophet's a really bad hero right now that's good against Arc Warden.
Pretty terrible.
Yeah. What happened to Death Prophet? What made her so bad? She get some nerfs or something?
Yeah, and I think her pace is just really bad now.
Yeah, she just too high cooldown.
Yeah.
Feels like we drifted away from a lot of those higher cooldown heroes that we used to be running all the time.
Fast. I haven't seen Tidehunter in like 10 years.
Yeah. We used to be seeing Dragon Knight and Death Prophet all the time. Now, both of them kind of fallen by the wayside. Of course, here we see Pain banning Dragon Knight.
They have a ton of magic damage on the side of Pain. Surely there's some hero that I'm not thinking of that works really well against that.
But you don't really want to do an intelligence hero or anything too squishy against the Nyx and Lion. Okay.
For Secret, okay, never mind. That's crazy stupid. Abort.
What about just a Shadow Fiend to give yourself a little bit more.
For Secret?
Yeah.
They have Bloodseeker Arc Warden.
Too greedy?
Don't they need an offlaner?
I mean, maybe. I was just like, we were just talking. Ooh, they're down to no reserve time. What's happening? All right, they finally banned TA. But they could end up in a really bad matchup for the Bloodseeker.
Yeah.
Lina?
Not sure. Things are open right now.
Any offlaners you can think of that would feel pretty good?
10 seconds remaining. Pain Gaming's turn to pick.
Oh, it is going to be a mid. It's going to be an Invoker. So that's why they banned the Templar Assassin. I figured Lina was... Like, man, Arc Warden, Invoker, and Bloodseeker, that is a slow lineup. You have no, real initiating playmakers. Your best one is going to be Bloodseeker, and he has to have a good lane. And I'm not sure if you are going to have a good lane.
10 seconds remaining.
Both Necrophos and Weaver, I feel like, are pretty good cores against him.
Remaining.
I'd take, Storm here or something.
Yeah.
If I was Weehaw, I'm asking for Storm, or I'm asking for, Lina. Just some fast hero that runs at people and can take fights early.
What about Clinks? Do you go for an early MKB?
Storm Spirit.
It's a pretty free Storm game. Dude, I don't even call.
Dude,
Storm
I want like a game show, where the audience say it with me now. It's a free Storm game.
I don't ever say that. I don't know. People always meme, but I never call Storm anymore because it's such a bad hero. But this is a good Storm game.
This is a great.
And I think Storm's kind of a mediocre hero.
I want to point out I was the first one that suggested Storm Spirit.
Okay, I mean you're stupid because you suggested it after 3 heroes.
What?
Congrats.
I suggested it after the Arc Warden. I said it's good against Arc Warden and it beats Bloodseeker in lane.
You didn't even see what the 5th hero was going to be.
You're
such a fool.
Change at that point.
Of course it does. You have absolute last pick, Austin. God, you're so bad. I had a good Storm game though. It's a very good Storm game. I know what Weeha's thinking. He says, "I'm gonna win this game," and he might just be right. But mid one is so good at this game.
Oh, is mid one gonna go the Klaus Wex builds?
I
and
hope
play
he does.
play aggro Invoker.
Mid 1 is a very good Dota player. Who would have thought?
Tornado, like that early Tornado is quite good versus Weaver and Necrophos.
Who did Secret just... They just split with VP. What was the matchup? Can I see that?
What?
How do I see all this? Oh, this is so garbage. All right, here we go. Secret 1-1 VP.
Oh, they won one, huh?
They had Gyro Wisp. Okay.
And they had Ember Spirit. Yeah, they had a pretty good lineup.
I mean, this is a really nice Ember game. Gunnar thinks that Ember's really good against Spectre. And he's not bad against Disruptor because he can always dodge his stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel, doesn't TA destroy
Ember? No.
in lane?
I think that matchup is still favored for TA, but I don't think she destroys it. As
I know it's TA favored.
Yeah.
Somebody, a really good TA player told me that. Not that long ago. And nothing's changed about either hero since then, so. Yeah, he did go Quas. Mid 1's going...
Good, good, good.
He has Cold Snap level 1.
I like seeing this Invoker. I'm not a big fan of the Egg Sword Invoker. Just it's so slow and stuff that it's not very exciting to watch. But the Quas Wex Invoker, you're just going at people. Throwing tornadoes, EMPs, running at people and cold snapping them.
I really like playing against Exord Invokers mid a Storm.
Yeah, the freest game ever.
You can't die.
Yeah.
You're not going to die. You just kind of sit there and farm. You have high armor, so you can trade with him. Then you hit 6 and you just jump on him and kill him.
But Quas Wex Invoker, you feel a lot worse, right?
Dude, Quasarx Invokers...
You
the
have
downside
to step
though,
forward, you get cold snaps all the time.
The downside of Quasarx Invoker, though, is you don't deal a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Like, Storm's going to outlast hit you. It's a trade-off. Is I feel worse in one way. Like, I feel worse in the sense that he has kill potential on me, but I feel a lot better because I know that he can't really deny me.
It's all fun and games for Pain, but now they've got to try and contest the bounty runes with double Spark Race on them. They don't want to go for it, so they're going to deny it instead.
Are you serious?
So Pain are only going to get 1 and Secret get 2.
Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen a pro game where they deny the bounty runes.
That is, you're sitting on that landmine so that no one gets it.
Wow.
Oh, that is spiteful.
That is amazing.
I mean, does it deal... How many?
Yes.
There's 2?
Yes, there was 2 of them.
There's 2? It does
There's no
100?
way you want to take that damage.
That's 200 damage so that your team can get...
Dude, and you're gonna get Crystal Nova and right clicked a bunch.
Eat that Tango.
Dude, you're gonna take so much damage.
I don't know, man. Eat that Tango. That's what Tangos are here for.
Radiant structures
Huh.
are fortified.
That's some real scorched earth tactics.
Yeah. Hey, it works for Secret. They are already going aggro on the other side of the map, so they got their 2 bounty runes. So Fana's going to be playing with Yapzor, the Rubik up here in the top lane. It's going to be King RT, Nyx Assassin, and HFN Weaver. Our mid lane matchup, as we talked about, is going to be that Storm Spirit versus the Quas Wex Invoker, where you can already see mid one's trying to put the pressure on Weehaw while keeping up his CS, and then we've seen the bottom lane. Necrophos Lion versus the Arc Warden and Crystal Maiden.
Weehaw is getting real low. He's going to pop this out, though, and he's fine.
And Tavo's getting quite low as well. Honestly, Fod is super happy with this. He's now got his thirst. If they can keep all these heroes low,
you get nothing.
he'll be feeling pretty good about himself.
Man, Weehaw is not...
He's just getting dumpstered.
He's not getting dumpstered. Strong.
Oh, nice. The cold snap stops him from being able to get the last hit on the range creep. Takes a lot
He's
of
just...
damage.
I'm just remembering that mid one's a really good laner.
Yeah.
Just now. It hit me, Austin.
It just occurred to you.
My expert level analysis has
Wow.
come up.
Hey, great call, William.
Thank you. But he's out of mana now, so Weehaw should feel okay.
So your next bit of expert analysis is that you need mana to cast spells. And if
Wow.
they can't cast spells, you're happy.
Normally.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Honestly, I'm pretty much Kyle with these.
You're keeping it real Kyle right now. Tried to go for the range creep. They're actually going to go aggro onto Fada. See if they
They're
get a
out
little
of mana.
damage.
They
but
should not do
yeah,
this.
And Shikuchi is still level 1.
Yeah,
so
they will lose that fight.
They'll lose that fight very quickly. So is any lane? I mean, no lane is like losing super hard, but they're all losing by a little bit.
And everyone's just kind of trading farm.
Yeah.
The only reason that Pain is behind is because they denied their own bounty rune. Or it'd actually be a really close game. It's like almost dead even in gold.
Get a lot of damage onto Fada here. They do have the level 3s. Throws out the bugs. Fada's forced to TP.
Oh, that was a lot more damage than I expected.
Yeah, bugs are just so strong in the laning phase.
Dire's top tower is under
Honestly,
attack.
OP.
That man would have died.
Yeah. So it's a good call for him to just TP back to the tower to use a healing self.
Did mid one just pop a bunch of
Oh,
Veigas?
bottom lane, we might have our first kill. It's going to be Duster. He can't actually run backwards. The range creep takes the Spark Wraith. He gets hit by the other one, though. And Puppey does manage to outrun Tavo. Tavo takes a lot of damage in return.
Tavo's
He's going to have to
getting
pop it
real low.
soon. He does have a lot of Magic Wand charges, and he goes it with the Ghost Round. Now it's going to slow down Ace. He might be able to get the first blood. Instead, it happens at top lane. The bubble goes down. A little bit more damage onto Ace. Duster chases him down underneath the tower, and Tavo will pick up the kill and gets all the regen off the Death Pulse stacks. Top lane, Fada with the bug still on him. Yapsor
Dude,
helps
Fada
out
was
his friend
so
and
fast.
kills it.
Because everybody was low at bottom.
Yeah.
Fada was speedy boy. But Ace does die for that. It looked like Puppey was going to die. Then Ace just overextended very slightly.
Yeah.
Now look at that. Oh, I like that play from Ace. He drops the bubble so that he can trade hits for free.
Yeah, that's cool.
His own mini win run.
I mean, Tavo baited him out so hard. He had Fairy Fire, 10 Magic Stick charges, plus
Yeah.
Ghost Shroud. He just went from like 50 HP to 400.
This is always the issue with playing against that hero.
This combination of Crystal Nova Slow plus the Spark Wraith, it is deadly,
double
but it's
stun.
double stun.
Puppey's going to die.
Yeah, I think Tavo's gonna... Well, he does have Frostbite. So maybe Puppey can get out.
That's level 2 stun. He's stunned for 1-8. He'll have enough time to come back in and hex.
Yeah, especially if he Ghost Shroud slows down Puppey.
Duster might die. If Duster turns around and hex for it, he'll die.
Dude, but what if he gets a good bubble in?
He's got to bubble him.
Got a bubble. You slow down Tavo, bubble.
I
so
mean,
he
the
can't
stun's
get
actually
inside
almost
the
done.
bubble.
The stun's actually almost done on Puppey.
Yeah, I think Tavo actually has to Ghost Shroud to slow down Puppey if they want to try and get the hex.
Mhm.
Or they just take the free damage. I almost think they should just take the free damage on Puppey,
Yeah.
Tavo.
And Weeha is kind of losing mid.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Invoker pick up an Arcane Rune, run into lane while the lane was pushing, and mid one, or Weeha just had to sit by his tower. He couldn't get into lane.
He's just going to get repeatedly cold snapped, right?
Yeah.
Sadrons. Something, something.
So now he's gonna jungle. Jungle away. Weaver does have the top CS, 21-7, so HFN's doing a good job there. But this offlane Bloodseeker is not too far behind him, 18-3. The lowest of all the CS of these cores is actually the Arc Warden, who's 12-4. So Pain actually doing quite a good job in the CS department. And sure enough, they're just going to take the free damage onto Puppey. Force him to run back.
Yeah, there's a very decent chance it's just a trade.
A lot of damage on HFN. Just bring him low. They're going to force him to go use the Shrine, though. Fada challenging King RD. Does manage to hit a 2-man impale. The 5-minute bounty rune spawns. HFN picks up 1. Doesn't want to run for the other one, though. He's low on mana. And again, wants to use that Shrine. So does everyone on Pain, honestly.
Weeha stacked for himself.
Yeah. And he almost is going to get his level 6 off of this. If only didn't have to share experience with those filthy supports.
Just one. And they saved the bounty rune for him, too.
Ah, that's all right. He makes up for it.
What a teammate.
Stupendous.
He's TPing to the other shrine.
All right. His jungle was expended, so he's going to go to the other jungle.
Some high tier stuff.
Just keep it going. I mean, this is so common for Storm Spirits, right? You just so easily get zoned out of lane, you have to, like...
Everyone tries to gank you during this time, too.
Yeah.
The downside, though, is that you almost always lose out in levels. Like, you're going to be a full level behind mid. I started seeing around this time really good supports. What they do is they smoke and they just run into the jungle.
Yeah, and they just catch Storm.
Yeah.
It's going to be low anyway. Duster gets a little bit of heal from the Necrophos, so he'll be okay. They couldn't stop the pull, though. It's a bit unfortunate. Telekinesis. HFN thought about throwing down the bugs. Fada has a lot of thirst stacks right now. There's the cold snap, forcing Weehaw to jump away.
Wow, that was a Farge zip.
Yeah, he burned a lot of mana for that. Oh, Tavo, he goes for the range creep. May just die for it, though. Ghost Shroud and can't really get away from these Spark Rays. The Crystal Nova Slow plus Spark Ray is a hard combo to get out of.
Yeah, it's a really cool lane, conceptually.
Yeah.
It's really hard to survive that. Like, it's surprising that they were losing that lane in the first place.
It's one of those, like, as a support, you almost can't play out of lane.
Yeah. At top, though.
Weaver, no, nice.
Nice
Two-man
stun.
stun from King RD. He played the long con, wrapped all the way around. Fada knows he's dead. He's just going to try and get some blood right damage in. And allows Yapsor to be able to get away to safety. Meanwhile, they're going to go on Tavo again, knowing that the supports are both up at the top lane. Tavo's just going to play around the creeps, though. Can't run away from him just because the high-level flux would actually kill him more than just battling it out.
Does have raindrops, though.
That'll help.
It's about to hit level 5. Gets it just then. He's going to wait before he shows back into the lane until he has Death Pulse back off cooldown.
Yeah, so just in case he can Ghost Shroud Death Pulse. Top lane, they're going to go for the dive again. Bugs on Fada with the Blood Right going out. It's going to hit King RD. No, it actually doesn't hit him, so he can still land the stun. Will he miss the Impale? They're going to actually lead with the Lion Stun. He tried to hit the Impale on the Invoker as well. Landed on the Bloodseeker, but missed the Invoker timing. Still, though, they do manage to pick up the core kill, but Mid-Wan is going to go for both the supports. Already killed the Lions. Going to finish up King RD with the help of Yapsor as well. They forced rotations, but do trade 2 for 1.
Yeah. It's not even a costly rotation from this Invoker.
No.
Because nobody is mid.
And he's a Quaswex Invoker, so he regens really quickly, can run back to lane if he wants.
Yeah. If he runs down, he'll find the DD too. I think they might just swap lanes and send Fada mid.
Yeah.
Not sure. Because I don't know what the likelihood is that mid one sits up here and they grab the tower. That's the real question here.
Do you really want the Bloodseeker against the Storm, though?
I think somebody should be here.
Tavo needs some help. Duster's going to roll up, manage to get the Hex. The Flux, a little bit more damage, and he does manage to get it with the Illusion. Ace doesn't get hit by the Impale from King RD. Not sure if it mattered anyway. With their core dead, little damage available for Pain.
Look at this mid lane. Yapsor's level 5, and he still just like sits there and represents strength.
Yeah.
Gets Static Remnant.
Gets a double damage Storm. He's got some cojones on him to just sit there.
Yeah, the Storm can just zip in, kill. You can do almost 1,000 damage with that DD pretty easily.
Yeah.
And then he's got 2 bottle charges and a mango. It's like he could probably put out 1,200 because you would get an additional 2 mini rolls. That'd almost certainly be a kill. But because he just kind of walks up, Fade Bolts him, he's like, there's people behind me, try me.
Yapsor has the kind of a kill combo of his own now. Telekinesis into the Impale is quite dangerous. Spark Race all over the place just to make sure that the enemy team can't dive. Ace would love for them to try. He's got triple Spark Race down. This man is prepared. But Pain, they're pretty wary. You gotta think. I think when you're playing against Aragorn, you gotta treat them like a techies. You know, you just gotta be careful of those traps. 10-minute bounty runes go. Let's see, Duster and Weehaw. Tower does end up going down thanks to Mid One's constant presence up there in the top lane. Crystal Nova, slow down. Duster jumps forward, makes sure that his core can get back, but he sacrifices his life to make sure that Tavo escapes unscathed.
I really like this play nowadays that mids make when you're one of these mobile mids and you just go top and take over that lane. Especially when it's a Storm, because you know that Storm is just going to farm the jungle, and what that does is it allows one of your supports to just get a free lane mid, or somebody to get a free lane mid. Like, look, Fada eventually did come mid.
Yeah.
And Because mid one knows that he's pretty much invincible up here. Like, no one's going to come mess with him. It's a Quaswex Invoker.
Yeah.
Nobody feels good about making that gank attempt.
So he wins top lane, eventually takes that tower, frees a lane for one of his
Exactly. It
poorer
allows
cores.
it allows the rest of your team to make moves around the map without having to force anything. And no one's going to get free farm anyways for that.
Yeah. And Arc Warden is a great hero to be able to hold a tower, keep it alive through the bubble, and then the spark wraiths preventing diving. So they're like the natural progression would be Pain trying to go super aggro into secret safe lane, right? But they can't actually do that. Feels like this is a very well thought out laning phase for Team Secret. Duster, he's gonna get caught. Double flux, double spark rates. He is definitely dead. Midwan is gonna lend him a helping hand in pushing down this tower as they still keep the siege creep alive. King RT.
He's trying to avoid it. He's pinging. He wants to storm here.
He really wants to be able to go on Ace or Midwan.
He wants to storm here.
But they do have the sentry out. Weaver comes in. Cold Snap Flux combination is tough to deal with.
But Weehaw can't really get there. Like, Weehaw has a TP, and I think what he expected was that Weehaw comes in, he rolls in, creates chaos, then King RD can come in from the top. The Weaver being there doesn't feel nearly as good.
But do you think Weehaw's like,
I mean,
he
Weehaw's
doesn't want
just
to
on
take that
farm
risk?
Yeah. So Secret's going to make this move. They have 3 heroes down here. They should commit for this tower. Because you know that there's no space being taken out of this. Because Pain also has a pretty greedy lineup. Like, as greedy of a lineup as Secret has with this Invoker, Bloodseeker, Arc Warden core, it can work because similarly, Pain has a Necro, Weaver, and a Storm. And all 3 of those heroes want items.
Yeah.
It's like Weehaw's just been hitting creeps. Hasn't died, sure, but no one's really creating space on their team as a result of this. So Secret knows that they can commit 2 cores to 1 lane because they're getting a tower out of it.
Do you think this is an adjustment that Pain has recently made? I don't remember them being, like normally it was a 4-man with HFN being all the free farming, but now they've got Weehaw and HFN frequently, constantly farming. And if Tavo's not on a playmaker, which in this game he's not, he's on a Necrophos, then it really does seem to put them at a disadvantage when it comes to this early aggression. Gonna go for the kill on Ace with the help of the Storm Spirit. They will be able to blow him up. The Frostbite comes in. Freezing Field. Maybe it actually keeps Ace alive. No, it doesn't kill the Storm Spirit either. King RD tries to get out. He doesn't have the Spike Carapace. So he will die before his TP can complete, and Weehaw has to limp back to base.
Still not a bad trade whatsoever.
Yeah, value kill on that Arc Warden.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Duster
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
grabs the DD.
He isn't going for the builds that Arteezy was doing at the summit either. He's going for a Necrobook. And he has a Midas and a Necrobook. Midas, of course, is very standard, but Necrobook's a bit different.
What was the build that Arteezy went?
He went like Treads, Maelstrom, and a Blade Mail. Or something like that.
Yeah, some sort of fighting build.
Yeah.
He didn't go Shadowblade.
Look at Storm.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yes.
What a cute hero.
That's why you wanted me to look at Storm.
He's so cute.
He's got some great facial hair. Dude, what if I grew out facial hair like that? A big mustache?
Looking at
William,
the top net worth in this game right now.
tell
the
me
Arc
you
Warden is
want me
still
to
at the
grow
top
out a
of the game.
mustache.
And this Invoker, I mean, he's got his, he's about to pick up a bounty rune.
William, I feel like you're dodging the subject at hand.
What subject?
Should I grow out a mustache for next year?
Let me answer that with another question. Oh.
Bottom lane. Oh. Weaver.
Nice
Kuchi
TP.
TP out. Oh, the spike face play from Yapzor! Oh, that was sick. Oh, I thought to myself, like, man, stealing Spike Carapace from that Nyx Assassin's got to feel pretty bad. Woo! It did not. Weehaw's going to be caught by the Cold Snap Tornado just before he could actually get off the zip as well. Mid one times that perfectly. Now a telekinesis. Secret, they're just hitting on all fronts right now. Woo!
Yapzor.
That man's good at Dota. And he stole Shukuchi when they killed the Weaver as well, which is what allowed him to be able to set up. As we see this tier 1 tower go down.
Dire's middle
We're gonna get the
tower
replay of
has
that?
fallen.
Get a replay of that sick play from
Dire's
Yabzor. Look at him.
bottom tower is under attack.
Thinks about it. He realized
Oh.
the last second, runs in. Oh, perfect.
Quick thinking.
That was sick. Head back into the game. We're going to watch the Nyx Assassin, who's now got caught by the tornado. It does end up going down. It looks like Tavo's out of position as well.
He's
Spark
on
Wraith
the
on one
chase.
side. Duster does manage to go. Oh, they're going to pull a mid one. He stumbled into the Sentry. Duster was well equipped to be able to deal with that one. Yule Scepter be able to buy him some time, but he comes right back down into the freezing field. Ghost Shroud, that just means more magic damage, especially as he runs into so many Spark Wraiths. Necronomicons 2 are coming up. Bottom lane, Fana's going to be caught. He does manage to get off the plane mail as well as the blood right now. The rupture on HFN.
no,
HFN, he's in trouble. He has the zip on Yabzor, doesn't have a whole lot of mana. HFN tried to hide, but he already took too much damage, so Fana spots him out. They need a little bit more damage. Fana actually healed himself just a little bit, and Weehaw couldn't complete the kill, and he's out of mana now, so cannot pursue. Fana will get all the CS to heal himself back up. Secret are playing fast right now, and it looks very good.
Yeah, they're playing very quick. I'd imagine that Puppy finally just kind of laid into them. It's like, guys, I'm tired of this slow style. And Puppy is I'm sure he's a proactive captain.
Puppy is a man who gets what he wants.
It is not the whips they fear, but his divine power, Austin.
Look at Ace. He's covering himself just in case there's an Nyx Assassin, but it could set him up. He could make a Spike Carrot play on that Spark Wraith, but he just needs more. He needs his teammates. No one's really playing with him. Pushing in mid one and Puppy. They're smoked together. They're going to be able to find Duster. Yabzor with the ball lightning runs him over. Regen rune, though, for Weehaw. That could be quite the difference maker in the coming fights. Veil is going to be the next item for the Necrophos. He's going to be found by mid one. Mid one does have a Spirit Vessel. Really good item against this Necrophos, but a Yule Scepter from Tavo slows down mid one. Now, they do have Cold Snap, Tornado combination into the EMP. He's going to pop the Ghost Shroud and heal himself up soon if he needs to. Not really necessary. The Blood Right's going to come in. Yabzor a little bit far forward. Ghost Shroud, he's not quite enough. Yabzor immediately dies with the freezing field plus Vana coming in, and they kill both the cores, so Yabzor just gives up his life to make the fight happen.
Did Yabzor run out of the ult or something?
I don't know what that was.
He just kind of walked in and died.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of worked out, though.
Maybe it
'cause
was
two
like the
cores died.
Duster thing, you know? You just throw Duster's life in and the fight happens.
Mix that pot up. Somebody's got to die.
Radiant's bottom
The
Double
double necro.
Necros plus Blood Rage and the bubble as well. That makes for really easy roach taking.
One red guy is gone. Send another one.
No, he keeps the other one alive because he needs the vision
yeah.
from it.
Also, it mana breaks.
That helps.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right, well, I said the regen was going to be important for the fights to come.
Puppy's got an urn.
We had to wait, what?
Where's the party?
Why?
Yeah.
His homie's got Spirit Vessel. I'm sure
Indeed.
it's fine.
Okay, HFN.
Dire's middle tower
They know
is
he's
under
there.
attack.
Yeah, they spot that. Mid one super fast. He could easily keep pace with HFN. Look at him zipping in. HFN, another Shukuchi, but he's slowly getting sandwiched. Now he's going to run into Fana
don't.
here. They do manage to get the rupture on him, so HFN immediately pops the Time Lapse. They knew that was going to happen,
Oh,
though.
the
They were
trap.
already set up.
The trap.
Dude, Secret's play just looks so pretty right now. Everything is so well coordinated and happening so fast in quick succession. Now they're going to go for King RD in mid lane. Looks like they might catch him too. They definitely got him. Spy Carapace, mid one, waits it out. And now takes his kill.
Oh, this team is playing way too quick for Pain.
Yeah.
And which is weird because I'm used to Pain just fighting non-stop.
But
Now
what
they
this-
just slowed down their pace like crazy.
Yeah, since feels like other TI games, it's been really slow. Sunstrike, just a scouting one to see if he can spot anybody from Pain. Puppy, he is going to be the sacrificial lamb, I believe, to find information. Oh, he doesn't even get the Reaper Scythe kill, though. They need those added death timers at this point to slow down Secret just a little bit. Yapzor does manage to get the disable onto Weehaw. He's going to be ruptured up now. He has a ton of mana, but maybe Mid-One could still catch him there. He zips so far. Tornado. It's going to be able to land on it too with the EMP. Duster immediately goes for the Hex. He has to give up his life again to make sure Tavo gets back.
Emoting till the end.
Yeah. No, Tavo's emoting for Duster. Spark Wraith plus Necronomicon means easy dewarding all over the map. Dude, it just feels like you lose control of these lanes so quickly.
The double Necro books with the Blood Rage Necronomicon.
I mean, the Spark Wraiths are everywhere.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I'm still waiting for him to get this ward.
He really didn't check it. I wonder what Ace gets next. I'd be super down for an Orchid.
Okay.
Storm's nowhere near any sort of defensive item.
Oh, yeah?
Weaver's pretty far still from his Lincolns. Look at what he got.
Orchid.
It's value.
'Tis indeed, my good man. Dude, Tavo's been having a bunch of disconnecting problems. I saw 4 bounty runes will spawn when the game begins and respawn every 5 minutes. So in the future, it's going to be if you get 8 bounty runes.
Farming in the jungle can be dangerous! Exclamation point. You may want to buy and place a few wards to prevent enemy attempts to ambush you.
Never give up. Killing an enemy hero is worth more gold and experience if your team is less powerful than your opponents. Good advice to Pain Gaming, who are currently 8,000 gold behind, and about the same in experience as well.
Wow, I just read the be nice to new players. Everyone has to start somewhere. Man, that made me pretty emotional.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Runes can be attacked and denied, which is what Pain did. Dota is best enjoyed with friends.
Oh, it's serious?
That feels like a rather vicious cycle to loneliness. Because if Dota really is best enjoyed with friends, but the problem is that Dota breaks friendships.
You ever play that game Settlers of Catan?
Yeah.
Dota is like actively playing Settlers of Catan with your friends. You no longer want to know any of these people by the end of it. Honestly, if I didn't have to work with you, Austin, we would not be talking right now.
Mid-One's on the hunt. Puppy's going to lay down some sentry. Spots King RD. Managed to get a really good spike carapace, though. Leading up the double stun from Duster. They're going to blow up Mid-One and Invoker immediately, and Puppy is going to be left as the tasty morsel afterwards, but actually so slow they can't keep up. And Ace, he's already popped his Tempest double, so they got to get away from this one. The Reaper Scythe, again, doesn't get the actual kill, but still, they managed to get the kill onto the Crystal Maid. The jump in from the Storm Sphere is going to go for the backline, trying to catch Ace. He's being controlled up a little bit too much and has to zip himself away. Fortunately, gets out back to his base. But they have to leave the Necrophos behind, as well as this Nyx Assassin. Does manage to kill one of the Necronomicon archers before... Oh, a courier kill from Weehaw. Yapzor in pursuit. Doesn't have the mana, though.
Man, Storm does not feel like a good hero. This should be a free Storm game. They didn't even really do anything to him. He just sort of zipped around, did a lap, and was like, oh, like, that's enough for me. See ya. Sad state of affairs for my guy.
Scythe of Ice up next for Mid-One's Invoker. Also, I'm not sure if Ace had the Orchid in that last fight. It felt like he didn't, because otherwise that Storm Spirit would have gotten Orchided off the telekinesis. Lincolns for HFN. It is coming in soon. Radiance for Tavo. Is this a Radiance game?
I feel like they need something big. I don't know if he wins with standard items.
So you don't think like pipe is good enough this game or something?
I mean, what are you supposed to get with a pipe in this game?
What are you blocking? There's a good amount of magic damage on Secret.
I guess. I feel like it doesn't swing the game enough though.
Yeah.
Like whereas I feel like Radiance. Like
not
when you get Radiance on this hero, you feel like such a beast.
King RD, spike carapace into the stun, but he only hit the Tempest double. They do manage to catch the real one. What a double stun. It actually hit Yapzor as he zipped in, but a tornado. It stops all of that. They do manage to get the bubble down. The Reaper Sight comes in and kills the real Arc Ward in the back line. HFN, he's already got ruptured up, and he's spotted. He's underneath a freezing field, and he is down. Pain of Loss 2, and a very fast spot.
So quick.
He sees Duster, who's already low, kills him with the Blade Mail, but they do manage to get the disable. He pops his BKB, now goes for the kill onto Tavo. Yules into, or Tornado rather, into a
Fada's getting
Sunstrike.
low.
Oh, when Fada actually dies,
He's gonna heal
breaks
us.
Tavo, and Tavo heals. He now turns, fights, looks for the kill on Puppy, won't be able to get that one. No Ghost Shroud, so he will die to mid one. But what an error there from Fada.
Fada, he pops a Ghost Shroud, and then Fada's not sure what to do, so he tries to farm creeps because he realizes that he's
low
gonna
he is.
die.
Yeah. Long zip in, almost hits Yapzor, zips back out.
It looked like a really cool idea by Fada at first,
Yeah.
and then he's just like, oh
dear.
oh dear, overextended a little bit. It's that bloodlust. Every Dota player feels it. You know, you feel like your entire team's behind you, and probably everyone with a secret from watching, they're like, what the hell?
Probably thought he was so cool, turning on that Blade Mail and killing the lion.
Watch
with
me
it.
go, guys. Then he just kind of died.
See, the problem is whenever you kill one of those heroes, well, that hero's now gone. There's no thirst from that hero.
It's very problematic right now. Weehaw is 1, 2, and 3. I felt like the count right there from Sesame Street. Weehaw's 1, 2, and 3. He just doesn't feel like he can enter these fights, so he just isn't. Because he knows that Ace has that Orchid, so he's just not really willing to play Dota right now. So he's got to wait for his BKB. I think that's the next timing for Pain, and then they maybe go
Successful
for something.
Orchid on HFN. Look at him. He's going to kill the melee Necronomicon. Or, yeah, he'll get it. Okay, HFN. Please,
Be careful, sir.
That would be real embarrassing if you died to an Arc Warden like that. Scythe of Ice now complete for mid one. Oof, that is rough.
It's okay. Just get... I don't know. Maybe Tahoe should have gone like Lotus Orb or something.
It's not a bad idea.
Lotus would have been really good this game. I'd be okay with like a second item Lotus or Aeon Disc.
Yeah.
Something like that. He needs another defensive item. He doesn't really need damage. That's the upside of getting a Radiance, is once you have the Radiance, that is your damage.
Yeah.
You just sort of stay alive and you'll do a lot.
Kill Weehaw. Oh, they have the Scythe of Ice. I just mentioned that, and I forgot about it. And now he's dead. So the answer is yes. They absolutely can kill. And they're going to be able to set up for bottom lane. They're going to get the Rupture onto HFN. He TP's away. Sunstrike. Heavy damage, but it's not enough. If only they had a disable between the two of them. King RT's actually going to come right back to this bottom lane and see if he can get a kill. But his Vendetta wears out. Radiance is up. BKB will be another 1,000 gold for the Storm Spirit.
That'll be their big one, waiting for the BKB on Storm.
Yeah.
Because you can't allow Secret to set up on you anymore because of the Hex. Like, there's no Lotus or anything like that. You just have to go for it. I'd imagine that as soon as the Storm is up, gets his BKB, they just take a fight.
Yeah.
This Necro Book has so much value in this game.
Yeah, it looks really good.
It's good against the Weaver, it's good against the Nyx, deward everything.
You got the Purge from the Archer.
It allowed them to take all the towers.
Yeah.
So Secret's going to smoke because they know that Weehaw doesn't have that yet. They might just run into HFN here, get a free pickup.
HFN, maybe King RD. They do have the Necrophos back here. They spot the Necrophos immediately. Blood Rage go for the kill. And with the silence up, Yulesceptors himself does have the Ghost Round for a little bit. Blood Right is going to do a lot of damage. He's trying to go for the Reaper's Sight, but it's just stunned too much by the Cold Snap. Puppey's going to die, but he's just forcing the fight around the rest of Pain, hoping to be able to clean up more heroes. And he might be able to get away. Finger of Death finally finish him off. HFN tries to go for the time lock, but he can't get it off.
Ooh, mid one just outplayed him.
Excellent timing on that tornado.
You saw the animation load up.
Yeah.
Look at the timing on that secret. They just didn't allow Weehaw to really get online. They're like, he still needs his BKB. They'll see the Ogre Club on him. They're just going to go for the high ground.
Blood
The
Rage,
Necro books up.
extra damage, plus the bubble, extra attack speed.
The 8% CD, so everything is off cooldown even sooner. Double bubble, double Necros. They might even just go mid.
Yeah, I think they just keep going. BKB.
They'll just bubble and hit it
Still,
together.
They need a little bit more gold onto Weehaw, and I don't think they can fight without that. Tier 3 will not fall here.
Looks like both teams just not quite willing to engage yet.
Maelstrom for the Arc Ward now. Finally, there's the BKB. We need a BKB for our Weaver as well. He's really suffering against the Orchid and Rupture. They just have so much single target that they can throw on that the Lincolns just doesn't do anything.
Bottom shrine is under attack.
They're going to have a Scythe of Ice for Fada right now.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
The double hex. There's so much value in that. The only way that Pain can play this game anymore is by smoking.
Mid one. The Shukuchi goes off just in time, so he's a fast little piggy. They're going to wrap around behind with the smoke. Pain are trying to go for mid one right now. They're going to jump in with the BKB activated from Weehaw. They're going to go for this big bite, see if they can blow up the Arc when he's already down. Now the Rupture on HFN. He's hoping to be able to get away. Puppey letting loose a really good freezing field, but the BKB of Weehaw allows him to be able to finish off Puppey. They couldn't actually get the kill onto Tavo with the Ghost Shroud. He keeps himself alive, and they've cleaned up a lot of Secret, but they successfully get out with their Invoker. Yapzor is not going to be nearly as lucky.
Yapzor's going to fall, and finally a somewhat successful fight for Pain, but mid one.
Wait, what?
I think he just sunstruck him.
He just sunstruck him. Wow.
Where'd he die? Right before his base, too.
They did pick up Aeon Disc as well as Aghanim Scepter on the Rubik after that fight was over.
I see.
So they will still have some big upgrades to the next engagement.
That would have allowed Puppey to live there.
Yeah. BKB almost in for the mid one Invoker. So now like the team fights, we're getting to a point where like, okay, maybe, Scythe of Ice into a Rupture, really good control, and King RT missed out on his stun. Oh no, maybe they hit the line stun, that misses it well. Mid one's not getting hit by anything, and he managed to get a two-man tornado. He's just stalling this up while the rest of his team is reviving and TPing in, and they're gonna be able to catch somebody here. It's gonna be Tavo, King RT with the Spike Carapace. They're hoping to be able to turn with a nice two-man Impale. They just don't have the damage. Tavo's trying to go for it onto mid one, but it's just not quite enough. He lives with 150 HP. Lion gets cleaned up. Vada just is so fast. It is a wipe. Pain are going to be forced into multiple buybacks now.
Man, the spacing of mid one in these fights is so absurd.
Yeah.
There was 1 second left on Weehaw's BKB. All they had to do was be a little bit patient. They had a DD on him. The BKB was 1 second off cap.
Yeah.
Everything would have been okay. Maybe they even win that fight. You saw how much damage Tavo was doing by just being alive.
Yeah.
That is the benefit of your Radiance.
King RT leads with the Yulesceptors going on to Ace, but he's already Scythe the Bison. They're not going to get the immediate disable, but Weeha's going to be able to jump in and finish off the Arc Warden. He now looks to Fada. He wants these extra kills. He needs as many of them as possible, but now he's out of mana, and now he's Ruptured as well. He jumped back into the bubble, will be able to survive a little bit longer. Puppey, Tornado, nice. Jump in. They get a really good freezing field and almost finish off so many heroes, but Fada, he sees all the low heroes, and he's going to go for HFN next. With the Thirst, he might just be able to do it with the Scythe of Ice. They do manage to finish him off. Well, Yapzor in the back lines claims the Storm Spirit. 5-man wiping Pain once again. That is game one. What did we say? Secret style looking so hot. They look so good this game.
I mean, Pain's lineup, they just try to be a little bit too greedy. Secret. These guys know greed.
Execution really on point for Team Secret, and they just knew, as you said, if Pain's going to play greedy like that, we're just going to play super fast.
The other two cores from Pain just never really got online. Like, Weehaw didn't really get to play Dota. Didn't feel like HFN. I did not feel his presence in this game, like, at any point, really.
He just got totally shut down multiple times by both the Invoker and the Bloodseeker.
Yeah, Mid-1 played this game. Oh, he played this game so well.
That Quaswex Invoker, that is something to be feared and something that Pain are probably going to have to keep their eye on for this next draft. But for now, we're going to take a break and come back with a Game 2, Secret and Pain. Welcome back, everybody. It is game 2 of
5
Pain
seconds
versus
remaining.
Team Secret. Team Secret looked real hot in game 1.
Pain Gaming.
Yes, they did.
What was that?
Dude,
You just squared up on the camera.
I
saw
know.
that.
I tried to sit up, and then I
Uh-huh.
hit my ankle, and then it almost felt like it was snapping.
It looked like you were trying to like shove out your chest and stare down the camera.
No, legit, it just hurts now. Something went terribly wrong. Feet
That-
are not meant to bend that way.
10 seconds remaining.
See, those of you guys who say that casters' lives are so cushy, Blitz
5
Dota can
seconds
attest to the
remaining.
injuries on
Oh,
job.
God, that hurt so bad.
You're so-
I was sitting on my ankle, and then I moved, and then I had to get off of it. So it looked like I was just going closer and closer to the camera, but I was trying not to scream. Everything's fine. We're all good.
And we're currently waiting.
I'm just so stupid. It's all good.
Team Secrets.
We're currently
turn
waiting
to
for the
pick.
first pick,
Crystal
and
Maiden.
Pain Gamer going to Crystal Maiden,
Mm-hmm.
which I can't say I'm too surprised. This time around, they banned their own hero, Necrophos, in the first phase. Nerd hurt himself sitting.
10
Such
seconds
an idiot.
remaining.
Honestly, so stupid.
5 seconds remaining.
All right, what is Team Secret going to do in response? Seems like everyone's blowing a lot of reserve
Team
time for
Secret's
the
turn to
the initial picks, and then a lot in like the 4th pick phase.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm guessing you're figuring out a lot of your draft, not just what hero you're picking.
I mean, yeah. Especially when it comes to like the last two. Depends on what position you are too. Because usually it means like we have to choose 2 cores in a row, or we get to last pick. So how are we going to
10
set a trap?
seconds remaining.
Like last picking in Dota nowadays is how you set that
5
trap.
seconds
How'd you
remaining.
feel about Nyx Assassin, by the way, from that last game?
I think the hero's okay. I feel like the laning presence with that hero is still,
Very minimal.
yeah, like the same issues with that hero exist. Is that his laning is pretty mediocre in my opinion. Like he didn't really provide anything to that safe lane, right? The double bug lane was not good.
What about a Vengeful Spirit here for Team Secret? That seems to be a popular support from day 1. Minus armor with the Clinks. I think they just buffed away
Pain
with Terror so
Gaming's
much.
turn
Yeah.
to pick.
Oh, Shadow Shaman instead. So I didn't imagine Shadow Shaman was going to be a good support for this patch because of all the 2-1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that he was not going to be good in dual lanes. Turns out he's still pretty good.
We saw Faith own with it yesterday, right?
Yeah. He's
Did
still,
they win that game?
I mean, he right clicks really hard.
Yeah, they won that game.
Yeah, they won that game.
10
He right clicks really
remaining.
hard. His Ether Shock does a lot of damage.
5 seconds
Oh, that's right.
remaining.
Sam H was Nature's Prophet in that game.
Yeah. That was a lane that was supposed to win, I think.
What was it again? They had Nature's Prophet plus something.
Like Nature's Prophet Venge or something.
Something not good. I feel like there's just certain teams that pull off Nature's Prophet and Storms, like all these weird heroes that only like 1 or 2 teams can work.
Pain Gaming's turn to ban.
That's a
Team
Weaver.
Secret's turn to ban.
Team Secrets. Turn to ban.
Why do you like Weaver here?
It's good against Shadow, Shaman wards. It's just good against all of these like slower heroes like Shaman. Takes advantage. The bugs are really nice against everyone. Although Clinks, I guess, can just whoosh.
He can strafe your right clicks
10 seconds remaining.
and skeleton walk the bug. But you can't strafe
5 seconds
the bugs.
remaining.
Plus, both of you are. I mean, they
And
both work against each
skeleton
other.
walk the
I think
right
Weaver's still a
clicks.
pretty good hero. That was just a.
Yeah, just
That was
strong
rough.
hero.
Gaming's
And it's with
turn to
Crystal
ban.
Maiden.
Team
Added benefit for the
Secret's
Weaver.
turn to
Use a
ban.
They
lot
banned
of mana
Ursa.
early.
Interesting.
Bloodseeker and Rubik. Gonna be the bans. Don't want to have to deal with HFN being hard countered by that Bloodseeker again. It would make
10
for a
seconds
rather
remaining.
powerful hero with the Clinks. Being able to Blood Rage
5
him.
seconds remaining.
Ursa ban, we were just talking about how Serenity ran its support.
Mm-hmm.
that is something that, for those of you not in North America, that is a very frequent support.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why they make it as a support.
Team secrets.
Yeah,
Turn to pick.
we're pretty sure Team Serenity picked that up from NA pubs, and it's not good.
We're hoping they did. I hope that's not a thing in China.
Yeah. I mean, it's really annoying,
Yeah.
but it's bad later. I mean, then you've got a support that just doesn't go anywhere.
He just doesn't do anything.
For you. Yeah. Unless he just like owns so hard he becomes a core, but very unlikely. Nyx Assassin. All right, well, I mentioned this hero because Pain picked it up against the Crystal Maiden, right? Yeah, because Puppy was Crystal Maiden. So they grabbed Nyx Assassin against it. Team Secret will do the same. Plus, it's good versus Weaver.
Team secrets.
Spike carapace to be able to.
That's a Clockwork. I like that Clockwork pick a lot.
Yeah.
So Clockwork is only really good when... I guess what made the hero really garbage is that people would first two pick it, then
Yeah.
everyone would just pick heroes that ran away from you. Then all of a sudden you just didn't do anything.
So Battery Solid's probably not a projectile, right? So I'm thinking you're not going to be able to strafe it.
I'm sure that he's excellent against Clinks.
Yeah.
You just hookshot him,
I
you
mean,
cogs,
yeah,
then you
he's-
get on top of him.
He's quite good naturally against that hero. Sure, strafe does not change anything about that.
Well, strafe allows you to attack fast, which allows you to bust out of the cogs. Then bam, you're gone.
Unless you're getting
10
battery
seconds
salted
remaining.
all the way.
Yeah, but you'll outdistance him.
And you're really good versus
5
both the
seconds
supports of Shadow
remaining.
Shaman Nyx Assassin. Not so good against his fourth pickup of Team Secret, which is exactly why they grab it. It's the Mirana. Only has to worry about Frostbite right now.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
Now, one of the things that I do feel like that Mirana is particularly weak is that Leap is a great escape mechanism and great mobility, especially later into the game. But if you can put a lot of pressure on Mirana early and force her into those, like, where she always has to leap away from some sort of threat, you run out of those charges real quickly.
Yes, you do.
And considering a lot of builds are like 4-1-1, you are quite susceptible to that for quite some
So
time.
he sees most of the heroes that he's going to be playing against. What do you ask for here? You got to pick 2 cores in a row.
TA.
It is a pretty good TA game. It's not the worst call that I've heard, Austin.
Thank you. That's as close as we're going to come to a compliment. For me,
Team secrets. Turn to ban.
Roll it up, boys.
Tavo Pangolier it is.
It's a Tavolier.
So they're going to have double initiation, Clockwork and Pango. You've got the Cogs into Rolling Thunder combo, which can be a permastun.
Ten seconds remaining.
What else is good about Pangolier here? Well, a lot
5
of his natural
seconds
counters
remaining.
are not in the pool.
No Bloodseeker.
No Bloodseeker. Unlikely to see a Void, but I guess it's possible.
For Secret, that would be really odd.
Yeah, they would have to do some side lane Mirana
I guess they could do
shenanigans.
like offlane Void.
Or they could do offlane Mirana plus Nyx. Mid Clinks.
Yeah, Void's good against all their heroes right now on the side of
Yeah.
Pain. Void is good against Weaver. Void's good against Clock. Void's good against Pango.
If they could figure out the laning phase, it is a
A solid pick.
solid pick.
When you said it, I laughed at you, and then I was like, huh. Try to be thoughtful about it.
Not laughing anymore, are you?
I'm not. My ankle still really
What about
hurts.
Pain? Your dumbass ankle. Pain need a mid still. Templar Assassins still good. What else do you like here?
You could do SF
Ballista?
and just eat some cogs.
SF. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Your game isn't the greatest against
Pain
Clinks.
Gaming's turn to
but-
ban.
If you get the right start, it doesn't matter. How does Ember Spirit look here? Nyx is
It's kind of annoying against Nyx.
Yeah, Nyx is always a problem.
I mean, I think in the mid game you're gonna struggle
Pain
against
Gaming's turn to
some
pick.
stuff. I was gonna suggest Brood for Secret too. Then you just go offlane Mirana. It'd be a really free Brood game.
Yeah.
For Pain, what did I say? SF or what was the other hero? TA. I could see it being a good Ember game. Still.
It's like kind of good versus those
Team
cores,
Secret.
right? Just
Yeah.
mixed assassin is a problem.
Oh, they took
Ooh, it's gonna be a Weon Invoker instead.
even more reason for the Faceless Void.
Yeah,
Normally.
that sounds good.
If I
mean, you
was-
want any kind of big initiators, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't think like Enigma is terrible here either.
Here's the most boss move you can do, okay, Austin?
Okay.
You
10
ask for Storm
seconds
yourself,
remaining.
and you show we how it's done.
5 seconds remaining.
Establish real dominance in your 2-game series.
But on the real, I think that he should. We
Oh,
they
they're gonna
took
draw
Drow.
Ranger them with the double ranged cores,
Joke's on you guys. Forgot about it.
and they're gonna have draw Ranger versus Weaver, which is quite good. It's how good do you think it is versus Quaswex Invoker? It's traditionally quite good versus Exort Invoker draw Ranger lineups because you just push so quickly. Quaswex and its timing may
It's
clash.
a mid one draw. Mm.
Oh. But is he going to be the mid one?
Shoot me.
Hey, Payne enjoyed it. Payne thought it was hilarious. No, he's probably going to be playing mid against Invoker, and then we're going to have Safe Lane Clinks against Pango, and then the Mirana offlane core against Weaver, which is a pretty decent hero against it. At least you have an escape mechanism when you get bugged.
That's a we invoker.
We Invoker.
Chat. Half of chat is saying that Secret got outdrafted, and half of chat is saying that Pain got outdrafted.
Is this
Well,
where all
guys.
your analysis comes from?
Only half of you can be right.
What if it's a dead even game? Then they're all wrong.
That's true. Well, there's no such thing as a draw in Dota. Not to my knowledge, anyways.
You can have a draft that's a draw.
Mm-hmm.
So, William, where do you lie?
I'll go with the
on this
chat
balance?
that thinks. I don't know. I kind of like Secret's draft.
All right.
I feel like they have a good mix of
Congrats,
stuff.
Secret fanboys. You got Blitz Dota on your side. It probably means you're going to lose.
I hope so, honestly.
Why do you like Secret Draft so much?
I think it's a nice draw game.
Yeah, it looks like a really good drill game.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna close the chat now. Now it's getting weird.
I mean, once you start, it's once you start interacting with them that it gets
Once they know that I'm looking,
yeah,
problems.
that's when the
You can't give them attention. They have to just know that they're doing
yeah,
it for
you-
nothing.
You need to starve them.
Yeah.
Starve them out.
I'm outie.
Would you be that guy, Blitz Dota, who has his own tag for the graffiti?
What are you talking
Would
about?
you have your own team?
Oh, that's boss. What
just
team
kill
would that be?
someone and drop
Veggies
a
or Zephyr?
logo?
Which one is more well known at this point?
I mean, Zephyr Forever is probably. You guys had shirts and everything.
He really did.
You
have
guys
shirts.
had branding. Didn't you guys like? Oh, did you guys sell headphones or something?
Yeah, we sold like earphones or
30
whatever.
Yeah.
seconds to
For some
battle.
company. Oh, Yap Sword.
What? 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 All right, he's dead. King RD barely gonna be able to live. Fada.
First in everything.
HFN still has Shikuchi,
Okay.
but he doesn't want
We
to chase him
just-
down. They're gonna try and challenge Tavo for those bounty runes.
Weeha's going Exort Invoker, by the way.
Are they gonna invade? Yeah, I saw the Sunstrike earlier. And I was like, huh. Well,
Weeha is just an Exort Invoker player.
The battle begins.
you know, HFN is an Invoker player too. But
Yeah.
he's-
HFN's also a TA player.
Yeah,
Yeah, HFN's just a lot of things.
that's true. So we're gonna have a Weaver Clockwork versus Nyx Mirana. The mid Exort Invoker versus Draw Ranger, which is probably better for you in CS wise because the Draw Ranger would have like a very big CS advantage or attack damage advantage over you, but the top lane is going to be the Crystal Maiden trying to secure the lane for Pango. Look at Puppy though, just getting right up in Duster's face. They have so much damage between the Aether Shock as well as these searing arrows. Just keep spamming. Bottom lane seems to be like a lot of fight. They do manage to land an impale on a King RT, but the arrow misses. Fada late on throwing that down.
Really late.
What happened there?
Dude,
Duster
HFN
turns
just
around.
gave King RT.
Dude, Puppy just man-moded. He just ran at them and just beat down Duster.
Shaman with Dro Aura hitting for, let me do the math here, right? 84.
What? Battery Soul chasing down Fada. Fada does not have leap, obviously, yet. Still level 1. Might actually die here. HFN tries to get the last couple of hits. He stays barely
He's
outside
juking right
range
now.
of the tower, which is perfect for him. They can only chase for so long, though. Shikuchi's now back up. Drifts
HFN
himself
do it.
away. Yo, where's the
Got a break?
Sunstrikes?
Yeah.
Where's the Sunstrikes?
Time is way past now.
Fada was super low. They probably need the help at top lane as well, with Puppy being so aggressive as a solo support against the two of them.
Yes.
This Pango does not just like getting flamed.
Radiant structures
No.
are fortified.
Guess no one does. Weehaw is crushing it in mid right now, though.
Yeah, he's winning the CS matchup there. 5-0 for mid one as he gets another creep denied. That's the range.
This is why we don't see Dro very often. Like, once you're 6, everything's fine, but before that point, it's really annoying to play as Puppy. Just denies another creep in front of Tavo's face.
They are still level 1. They've done such a good job of
Okay.
controlling this lane.
That's starting to wear on me now.
Level 2,
Kill
level
him.
3, Ace. Kill the taunting man. He's going
Kill
to
him.
taunt his way out of here. He does have Swashbuckle up in a second. They need 2 shots, then they get it. One from Ace, the other is the Aether Shock. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they actually kill HFN as well. Good Impale Arrow combo. This time, Fada is not late to the party. So it looks like the side lanes are being won heavily here. Weehaw with Cold Snap tries to chase down mid one with his Forge Spirit. Puppy taking a lot of damage, but again, these supports, like, how does this dual lane 3 minutes in just now getting level 2?
Now it's starting to grow on me again.
Now he's like gotten past the level of annoyance.
Yeah.
It's the roller coaster of emotions. Duster is going to be gone on the
Oh.
strafe, gives him the attack speed to be able to blow him up. Puppy
Get
is
out of there,
level
Tavo.
3 with the Aether Shock. Run, Tavo, run. He still has Swashbuckle. He just doesn't want to blow up because he knows as soon as that's on cooldown, Puppy owns the lane. Oh, nice deny there from mid one. Bottom lane, Yaps are being chased down by the battery. So what a beautiful impale. The arrow is not so beautiful, but the Sunstrike is also not good. They do a lot of damage to Yapsor and Fada, but they don't get the kills, and they need those to win this lane back. Chase down, Cold Snap, a lot of misses. High ground, both the Forge Spirit and the initial attack from Invoker, both
Man,
whiffed.
Weehaw just CS with his Force Spirit while simultaneously denying by
Dire's
himself.
middle
That was
tower
cool.
is under attack.
Oh boy, mid one does not want to be in this lane right now. I don't think he's used to losing his lane this bad.
Yeah, but
14 denies is a pretty crazy amount.
I mean, if you're him though, you're griping and complaining.
Yeah.
You as your like captain Puppy's got to be like, look, we're owning the side lanes.
Puppy's
Your
like,
life
shut up,
sucks.
man. Don't talk to me like that, like we're equals. I don't know why I think that Puppy is this like.
Because that's the meme. That's why.
Dire's top tower
It's a
is
good
under
meme
attack.
too. 5-minute bounty runes are coming up. King RD is going to try and battle it out with these two heroes, but he may just get himself a fast death if he's not careful. He goes forward, misses out. Now he's going to be hit by the impale, but he does have the battery salt. And Spike Carapace stalls down some of the damage, but they're going to try and kill Yapsor still. The arrow does allow him to be able to disengage
Alright,
away
Weehaw.
from that.
Can't miss this.
HFN, They need the help of the Sunstrike. Yapzor may still die here. Has the bugs. Magic Wand managed to get off the Impale. Where is the Sunstrike? Yaps. Oh, he doesn't have it. It's not invoked at all. He has invoke off cooldown. Yapzor's just hiding in the trees right now. Spotted out by the battery assault. He will manage to get the Meteor. Is going to be thrown onto mid one. Does a good amount of damage over the top lane. They do manage to get Puppey rotation in from behind. Shackle shot. And all those searing arrows from Ace. Gets the kill. Where's the Sunstrike, Weehaw? This guy is far too focused on beating mid one.
I mean, he's doing it. He's got double of the CS.
Yeah.
He has more denies than mid one has CS right now. But yeah, he should definitely throw some strikes up there.
He almost says double his net worth.
They're gonna try for dive mid.
Duster's gonna go ahead. Nova reveal. Cold snap just
There's
to hold
the
him in place.
Sunstrike.
The Sunstrike finally comes in. A global ability used just for 600 range. Yapzor actually barely survives at this bottom lane. The bugs were still on him. They killed it just in time. And top lane, they managed to get the disable onto Tavo. He lays some graffiti on the ground on his own resting spot. King RT, oh, that was not the cogs he was hoping for. Fada actually managed to get himself inside there. Challenged King RT. And HFN gonna be hit by the impulse. They can kill him. That's gonna be him dead. And King RT chased down underneath the tower. Fada has an arrow coming up. They're actually gonna go for the battery assault. King RT's hoping to be able to kill Fada with his own light.
Sunstrike!
Oh
That's not fair! Woo! That was so close.
Remember Shanghai Major?
Dude, Weehaw was. I definitely remember Shanghai Major. I was the coach of Liquid, man.
Well, this is not Shanghai Major, Weehaw. And none of the Sunstrikes are landing.
Man. Ooh.
You're just having a rough go of it. 2 to 8.
It's okay. He's still 3 levels ahead of mid 1 mid.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for this though. TP coming in. He doesn't see the
Silence
high ground
plus
area.
Puppey coming in from behind. They do have very slow TP out from King RT. Finally gets there, managed to get the cogs on top of Puppey. He's going to try and kill this.
He's gonna go for the
Help him,
turnaround.
They do have the Meteor coming in. That'll finish off Puppey.
Yo,
King
Yapzor.
RT looks for more. Yapzor took so much damage to the Meteor. King RT almost finished him off. Couldn't quite get it. Now Weehaw has to run away from Fada. Got the last shot in for the Drone Ranger, but it still was not enough. An excellent turnaround for Pain. They needed that too. Weehaw's the only one winning his lane. And it would have been disaster if he died there, because you
Ace
can
just
see
got a solo kill.
Tavo is getting destroyed by Clanks.
Yeah, HFN has had the easiest time either. 0-2 and 1. Thought that was a certain kill, but he's really tanky with the raindrops, the Aquila, and strength treads on. He's got almost 1200 HP. He's got full mana, full HP once again.
Yeah.
Just as a mid player, like as a point of pride, you don't really want to be this far behind. It doesn't feel good.
Right.
It's like you have pride. You're just thinking to yourself, like, I don't want to look at that score and say that I'm 3 behind.
Deafening Blast is not enough. The triple Wraith Band, no boots build for mid one.
Look at this mid one, dodge it.
Juking, jiving.
He knows that the Sunstrike might come.
Strike is up. He's watching Weehaw, I bet, and just waiting for him to do some sort of casting animation. Bottom lane, they're going to be able to get the disable on Weaver. How is Puppey just slipping and sliding through the map behind these heroes and catching them with the
Okay,
shackles?
Weehaw, throw it out.
Oh, my shit!
Oh, that's my boy. Oh, shit, son. It was worth it, dude. I knew. Weehaw, dude. You miss every Sunstrike you don't throw.
So he finally threw it.
That was so
Wow.
good.
Dude,
He waited so long. All right,
that means the
Puppey's
Drone
just
Ranger
dead now
just
too?
wasted so much time.
He was going back forth. He didn't TP because he didn't want to get Sunstruck. But
The Sunstrike Fada! Oh, yeah. He gets another one. Double kill for Weehaw.
Relax.
Jump away from Tavo. Oh, Jesus. He has to TP away. One last shot from Ace could do it. Oh, it doesn't do it.
Calm yourself, kid. This is. You said it wasn't Shanghai Major, son.
King RT dodges the arrow barely. Doesn't get hit by the impale either. Just falls a little short.
The Romanian legend himself. Oh, our production guy's going crazy. He like that. I mean, he's definitely not canceled.
Dude,
so.
think of how much time that Drill Ranger wasted walking back to base and
He has
dying
no
at
boots.
the last second.
My man has no boots, 3 Wraith Bands.
Midwan is just full jungling at this
All
point.
right, okay,
All right,
see,
we're
the
gonna see it
production guy
again.
can't even help it. He's got to show it
We
again.
gotta see that. Look at his
Let me
right
see
as he
that.
gets
Oh.
into the fountain.
Oh.
Radiant
That was amazing. Yapsor's level 6, bottom lane. He's sitting on top of Weaver. They do have a sentry, though, to reveal this, so as HFN backs off, you'll see it now.
Radiant structures are
Tavo.
fortified.
Tavo's had a hard knock life, but he is finally level 6.
God, I love Sunstrikes. Both the Invokers, very notable Invokers on both sides,
Yep.
both now showing off.
Dire's
And
top
mid one's
tower
Invoker
is
was
under
insane.
attack.
So Weehaw has some heavy lifting to still do.
Plus Wex was sexy. Fada used the arrow to be able to kill the siege creep. The Yapsor takes a lot of damage from the meteor. Weehaw?
Weehaw.
Weehaw? Bottom lane, they're going to go for Puppy. But fighting an ace is kind of difficult. They're still going to be able to go for this kill as Tavo rolling on in doesn't actually hit the Rolling Thunder onto Ace. He was still death packed anyway, so he's going to be okay. And middle lane, Yapsor actually comes in, does manage to hit a stun, but they canceled the TP there. And Fada was not close enough for the arrow either.
Radiant's top tower is
Almost a
under
full
attack.
Aghanim Scepter completed on Weehaw now. And the Invoker Wars, they're delivering so far. We got to see what mid one could do. Right now, Weehaw 6-0. All but one of his team's kills. I really feel like no one, aside from that opening kill at bottom, has kind of just been doing it by himself.
Pretty grouped up right now. Secret. Kind of looks like, I mean, at least Yapsor has a couple different people he can play with constantly. You can play with Fada, set up the arrow combination, or you can play with Lynx, who's just raw damage.
Dire's middle tower is
Can
under
take
attack.
out any of these heroes.
Yeah. HFN continuing to have a rough time, 0-3. Fada, who's 4-1, hasn't really suffered too hard in this. As he's gonna pop the ulti.
Forced into the Moonlight Shadow, comes back. There's still that sentry from earlier there.
There's so much invis on the side of Secret. You just need sentries everywhere if you're Team Pain. T-Pain? Team Pain. So they're gonna run in.
Puppy leading the charge.
Everyone's
but
here
all
right
these
now.
heroes are now. They've actually spotted Ace. This
They've
is
got
a
him.
monster kill. Tavo doesn't manage to get inside the cogs.
Sunstrike.
And a hook shot in. He got the extra kill on a Puppy. He's slowing him down with the battery assault. Won't die just yet.
Fada
Fada
leaped
comes in.
into this.
Starstorm. It wasn't enough. They don't get the kill on Clockwork. He survives, getting 2 kills for Pain.
Ooh. Kane is
RD.
sort of doing it, despite one of the. That was a really disastrous laning phase. They started down 2k gold at like 6 minutes. You see Yapsor come in, but they've got the sentry. They are trying so hard to protect this Invoker with his 12-minute Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, that was fast.
12-minute
Wow,
Ags
wow, wow.
treads.
13:30.
No, he's got 300 gold on top of that. That's a creep wave, my friend. That's 12 minutes. Give my man credit where credit is due as
Kill the Absorber Ward behind the tower. They do manage to get a Crystal Nova on the Puppy. Spot him out. Tano's going to jump in. They finish him off with a Sunstrike. With a double stun from Yapsor, just set things up for Secret
Very
to
well
clean
done.
up the supports. Get a core kill and the Crystal Maiden.
what an impel. I feel like everyone's hitting 2-man impels lately.
Yeah,
You feel that too?
yeah. Everyone's
Dire's
lining up
middle
for.
tower is under attack. Dire's
Mid
middle
one's game
tower
is just
has
so
fallen.
ruined.
Yeah.
Level 9 has 3. It's just a lot of
Dire's
green in
bottom
there.
tower
I mean,
is
he-
under attack.
He's just like all the agility items. I'm not having a game, but at least you guys can get as much precision aura as possible.
For a second, he loaded up on strike treads, and then he's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
This doesn't help.
He understands his lot in life.
Dire's
Weehaw's
bottom
just
tower
backdooring
is under
towers
attack.
now, but a glyph will protect that one. Can Fada get the deny?
I mean, most of the action is going to be centered around
They spot him
Weehaw,
with a rocket flare, but Fada
Dire's bottom tower has been
does
denied.
manage to kill it.
just because he's the, he's the main farm person in his team right now. It's definitely not HFN as Yapsor. They pick up another kill on Tavo. The side cores, the side lane cores from Pain just continue to struggle real hard.
Normally,
Tavo's 1-4. HFN with
King RD runs in, gets hexed immediately, but this is just space for Fodder to be able to lay out
That's
the
a
meteor,
nice
and he
meteor.
hook shots him into the cogs as well. That is a beauty, and King RD survives again. Tornado catches the Shadow Shaman, lays out the EMP. The Bucks are coming forward
he's
as
stopped
well.
by the creep
Sunstrike on point, beyond godlike.
Oh man.
That is so much damage now. How much does the Sunstrike do? And he's got maxed out Exort plus the Aghanim Scepter.
Weehaw is just putting on a show right now.
Ace, he's spotted by the Sentry. King RD doesn't have the hook shot, but they're going to be able to catch him anyway. Rolling Thunder bumps Ace in secret.
King RD and Weehaw right now are truly doing work.
Yeah. This is, they're putting in an amazing performance in this game.
Whatever, I mean, he just laid down that meteor, but it was the cogs onto those two. Had the detection ready. Very well done.
You know what I find interesting is that Tavo's still going to go for the Javelin Maelstrom.
Yeah, I feel like he should just get tankier at this point.
Yeah.
Something in his head should probably go like, I am dying really fast.
It's such a crazy concept that Ice Ice Ice, no matter how farmed he is, goes Arcane Boots in a blink. And no matter how under-farmed Tavo is, he still goes the damage build.
Yeah, two different ways to look at it.
Yeah. 10K net worth on Weehaw. BKB coming up. He's so
had
far ahead of everyone.
Yeah, this is
This
a real noteworthy game right now for an Invoker. The fact that he's up 4K gold, no Midas or anything like that.
Yo, the Sentry is so cool. Look at it. It sees the behind the tier 1, which is pretty common for Invis heroes to go, but it also sees up this area.
They're just trying to protect. I think they're just trying to protect their Invoker right now. Like, you can't lose the spree. And the easiest way to lose a spree is if people just come in, Invised up, Mirana Invised, or the Clinks plus the, what's that guy?
Nyx Assassin.
Nyx Assassin. They just get on top of him. It's real easy to die.
Maelstrom almost complete for Fada, so he's kind of going a farming damage build. King RD managed to catch Ace. He's going to die here, but if they can actually get the kill, it'll all be worth it. The Rolling Thunder's coming in. It actually hits his right as the arrow comes in. Ace, he's dodging all the Rolling Thunder charges, but it's still not enough. They finally get the damage out from the Weaver. Now he actually backs himself away. Tornado coming in. They still control up HFN. They might still be able to kill him, but a big meteor drops in on top of two heroes' heads. Yapster's almost dead.
Everyone's gone.
As well with the swashbuckle, almost finishing up all of Secret's heroes. It's only Fada who can limp away with a hard piercer still on him, but a Sunstrike!
Almost walked back into it.
So close.
I mean, Wee's feeling himself right now. 11-0-4. He has now eclipsed mid-1 score from last game. That's a 4-man wipe. They almost got the 5th on Fada. That was very close.
4 for 3 exchange, and it really wasn't, like, the experience is pretty bad, but the gold exchange was not that bad.
I mean, the largest issue right now for Secret is they just can't get on top of this Invoker.
Right.
Like, every fight starts with them finding somebody else, and I'd imagine at this point HFN doesn't even care about these stats. Because, yes, his farm is pretty bad, but relative to the rest of the game, like in most games you would consider this terrible farm. But in this game, he's not even that far behind. He's still ahead of the Dro. Mid-1 has had, I've never seen him struggle this bad. He's 0-4-0. Hasn't been a part of this game at all, just a net negative as a whole.
Alacrity Invoker, plus bugs, plus Forge Spirits. They have a lot of minus armor and just straight physical damage to throw onto this Roshan.
They need to do something to it. I mean, I guess it's too late because they can't really enable their Dro Ranger anymore. It's pretty much... This is a really bad position, I think, for Secret to be in because mid-1, I think, is your star player.
Yes.
And now he's put into the role of, well, at this point, he's so underfarmed that he just has to get carried by everybody else.
It feels like those games where they would pick Viper for mid-1.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, sure, even if
really
that's good, you don't want mid-1 on that hero.
Yeah.
You want him on the game-winning hero.
Yeah, I'd agree. You saw what he got to do when he plays the Invoker. Just, I'm going to win the game for us. Just watch. And in this game, I mean, I really feel like he hasn't even been given the opportunity to play Dota as Puppy.
Sunstrike Tornado.
Leave him in the dust. And a tip for his former captain.
Exort does fire, Sunstrike does 537 pure damage at max level with Aghanim Scepter. So, poor Puppy, who's sitting there at only 992 HP, but Yapsor Can they actually finally kill the
Got
Invoker?
Aegis.
They're going to try and set up. They do a lot of damage there. Whoa, King RD said hook shot, but Weehaw, oh, he loses the Aegis. That's going to be life number 1. He already used the BKB, but still the rest of his team is backing up. They're going to be able to catch him in 1. No, he actually forced out to the high ground, dodges, and gets into the
like
shrine.
It's gonna be
He's going to be able to survive for a while, and Pain, I think they're giving up on this fight now.
The
They have to
arrow
leave
hits.
King RD. It actually landed on Pangolier. They get a Meteor Hammer with a Deafening Blast. It's not enough. They got the Spike Carapace onto Weehaw. But Fada, he has no disables to make sure that Weehaw stays there. So
That-
Secret,
Was not the best hook shot I've ever seen
no.
King RD throw.
That was a panic hook shot.
Oh, that was rough. He threw that out there, and it wasn't like Weehaw had moved at
Uh-huh.
any point.
See Puppy's build. Where's that Sunstrike going?
Thanks.
Just
Oh,
checking the
bounty
ring.
rune.
Oh,
You see his build, double bracer, and now he wants Aeon Disc.
The prize is
ambitious, sir. I wish you the best of it, puppy. And with his builds, there's good amount of control, but he's just not going to farm with only the 2 levels of the Ether Shock.
Yeah.
It's just going to take him a little bit too long.
Blade Mail. Ooh, Blade Mail. King RD, that's a significant upgrade. Especially against this Clink's Mirana.
Yeah. There's a Deso, by the way, on Ace. This tells me anyways that he wants to try to get on top of this Invoker, just lay into him.
Yeah.
See Yapsor. Sees bottom the clockwork.
Dials are scanning.
Give it a couple more seconds. He can go for him, but King RD's not going to stick around for long. Ooh, this
King RD is really tanky.
Yeah. 1500 HP, 16 armor.
Very good decision to take the armor talent, considering what he's up against.
Yeah.
See Yapsor four-staffs himself forward for a second.
Rocket Flare.
He did see him, but just a bit too late.
Immediate smoke up from Pain. They know that Yapsor TP back and he's kind of low.
Yeah.
So they think that Secret's going to be kind of out of position.
Maybe you find a timing in this. Because Ace is going to get spotted by these sentries.
A lot of pings being thrown down here. They know about this ward or something. I don't know what it is.
They're trying to, right now what Pain is trying to do is they're trying to risk 1 hero. So
Yeah.
they show the Invoker.
Radiant's middle
And this is
tower
how you hide the
is under
smoke.
attack.
But Pain might be just a little bit too late for this. Because they know that they can still Sunstrike as
Four-man
Ace.
smoke up their own, but Ace, he's going to run in, immediately pings it out. He's like, whoa, guys, smoke pop, got to get out of here, but the hook shot's going to be land. Now the Sunstrike to follow up. They do manage to get the Force Staff and dodge the Sunstrike. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, but multiple Force
I feel
Staffs
like
now
this
being
is
used to be
way
able to get
too
Ace out,
overaggressive.
and Tavo, he realizes he has gone too far, and they need to back out. Weehaw's Invoker is en route, though. Maybe they can fight when he comes back in with the bugs already laid out. They manage to get the Hex onto HFN, but immediately now Weehaw's here to be able to stop the shackles. Extra damage, blows up the support. Now they see Ace as well. The Desolator threatens Weehaw's life. He wants to the wards! Don't get the wards! Oh, no! He dies just like that. HFN tries
They're all
to chase
walking
out
into
some
the
extra
wards.
heroes. Tavo's gonna die as well. What the hell just happened?
I mean, Weehaw just ran into a parked car. That's what happened.
He didn't see it because it was blue, Blitz. The car was blue.
Life comes full circle. You know what I'm saying?
How much gold did he just give? No, thankfully, he gave it to Puppy. 1,000 gold goes to Puppy. He doesn't even know what to do with that.
That was... that was the most Weehaw thing I've ever seen in the world. It's like, beyond godlike, walks into the wards and dies. You could see the panic, too. He was furiously switching. He's like, goes walk, goes walk.
And that's I swear to God, when you were talking about the Beyond Godlike, you were actually talking about how they couldn't get on top of the Invoker.
Yes.
And I was thinking to myself, well, the downside for Pain is they have a Beyond Godlike spree on Weehaw. Like, Weehaw's just, like, he's not the perfect player. He plays to the extremes, and
Yes.
the extremes will get you killed at times.
The fact that Ace was just like, I'm going to turn around and fight this.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to bother running. And Weehaw probably got really hyped. He's like, yeah, I caught him with that. My eyes saw, like, we're going to get this. We're going to get this Klink's kill. Like, this is going to be sick. And he just sort of died.
Well, again, it went to a support player, so fortunately the spree.
Dude, Puppy's dream of getting that Aether Lens got a whole lot easier.
Weehaw. Big donation to Puppy's Patreon. Tier 2 tower about to fall. They do have the Blink Dagger on Tavo, so this is going to be a tough fight for Secret to be able to take unless they
Nice
can just execute
initiation.
Weehaw immediately. They do manage to get the jump in, but it's not enough to be
He's
able to save
gone.
Weehaw. He's already gone, and Ace now kills Duster as well. He does get hit by the Rolling Thunder. HFN just doesn't have the damage to be able to go on to anybody. King RD caught eventually by Fada. Secret swarming in once again. They kill the primary damage dealer of Pain and can just run over the South American squad from there.
They're going to have a BKB up on this Clinks now. That one fight was so disastrous because it looked like it was going to be excellent for them a second ago, and all of a sudden it's this. As HFN doesn't have the BKB, Tavo getting spotted out by Yapzor. Yapzor, who's 1, 2, and 13.
They know
Only
he's
died
here
twice.
because he picked up the bounty rune.
Did they get, how many of them did they get? They got all 4? They got all 4?
They got all 4.
Now you have a solid 4K gold lead, and Weehaw dying back to back, getting jumped on. He's got to be more careful than this.
Yeah, that was like they thought, oh, Blink Dagger, Pango, there's no way they can initiate on us and win the fight. But if Weehaw dies first,
Yeah. It's becoming increasingly too easy to get on top of Weehaw.
Yeah.
The first opportunity was the fact that he just right-click fought Ace because he thought he was going to win. And then he walked into the wards, and now this happens where he's pushing way far forward. Like, that's Secret's downside, I feel. If you have a bunch of sentries on the side of Pain, it's not easy for them to get on top of Weehaw.
oh,
But it makes
Ace
it
runs right into King RD, but he's completely by himself with a Blade Mail. The Sunstrike! Ace almost kills himself with a Blade Mail. He does have the BKB. They do have the hook shot as well. The BKB is going to last for a while there. They're just going to try and keep pace with him. They still have the vision. BKB is now worn out. Tavo just needs to be able to get on top of him. Instead, he's going to go for the Nyx Assassin while it's going to be
arrow!
HFN
It hit on a Weehaw from
and
behind!
lands on him. Weehaw from behind! Oh no! Fada with
Fada
the
with the arrow!
BKB gets that kill. Puppy freezing field underneath Duster will end up going down. HFN has to time lapse away.
that arrow from Fada.
How did he know, man?
He did not see that coming at all.
He hit the perfect hero to make that fight somewhat okay.
Did we get the replay on that?
Because that was, I mean, it's going to be on my perspective, so I didn't see it.
Oh. That was such a sick arrow.
He's going to go Scythe next.
Fada God.
Get some more hard initiation in there.
A lot of back and forth. They did lose 3 heroes for that.
Yeah. We'll see the replay real quickly. They blow him up, and then in that corner, you can see he's stunned up. And again, I mean, he had his BKB off cooldown, so he just straight up did not see the arrow. That fight was so won for Pain until that happened, and then it just makes it kind of a trade-off. Secret are going to smoke up immediately. 4-man smoke while they do have Mirana pushing in mid. They know it's about time for Roshan. It's actually up in a minute and a half. As you can hear, Tavo, ooh, HFN, they're going to try and blow him up instead with a hook shot. Interception, what a beautiful cogs, and now the jump inside the cogs with the Rolling Thunder. Those heroes are just going to get combo stunned. Ace managed to get the BKB off, Fada does as well. They're going to kill King RT first. Puppy on the side is going to get caught by Tavo, but he's still alive somehow, so he gets a full shackle duration onto Tavo. Finally, he dies to the Crystal Nova, but is too dead on the side of Pain. Secret win the fight. But will they be able to claim the Roshan? It's not up for another 45 seconds. Just a bad time for Secret. Now Yapzor.
He's got 4 staff in 1 second.
Does manage to get the Moonlight Shadow Invis out as well, so he will be able to escape.
Puppy played that fight perfectly, by the way.
Yeah.
At one point, he realized he was going to die, and he just got off his toolkit. He got the shackles on a Tavo. He doesn't try to save himself there. He sets up for the next kill, just really aware.
Yapzor, he was trying to set up on HFN, but they had a sentry down in place for him. Tornado does land. They really
gotta be
want to
careful
chase
here.
this. They're gonna
Ace.
try. Arrow's gonna come in. Doesn't land on anybody. Weehaw goes in. Fizz running into Fada, now slowing him down. Leap 1. He doesn't have any more leaps. He doesn't have any more leaps. He's gonna be pushed by the cogs. Finally gets one up now. Fada trying to jump himself away, but leap for 25 seconds. Not gonna make it out alive. Sunstrike misses, but still they've controlled up Ace with no BKB. That's on cooldown for 3 seconds as well. Secret are just falling apart now.
You saw what was happening there. Is mid 1 was trying to force staff Fada. That's why Fada was waiting on top of the cliff.
Right.
Unable to do so, and now heavy casualties. They might even just walk into Roshan. The timing on it is perfect, as everybody from Pain gonna filter in for this. 5 heroes alive. Tavo pushing out bottom lane. Pings are coming in from Secret, but 3 on 5, probably not gonna be able to do it.
the greed to try and set up on a kill like that and then the save a friend syndrome. They could have just given up on the Nyx Assassin or something, but...
I mean, despite the fact that they're 1k ahead, they have to realize that the Stro does not represent any threat in these fights. She's got a BKB and a Hurricane Pike, 2 defensive items.
Rolling Thunder, picking up some bounty runes.
Just get out of there. Well, now they got the 4 bounty runes themselves, and Pain are going to take the 1k gold lead.
Secret still got 1 left.
Oh, you're right.
No Exodia today.
No Exodia today.
So they have the gem on King RT, wasn't Sentry. Do we have any detection on Secret by chance? I mean, both sides kind of need it. They're going to be able to jump forward, catch mid 1, push him out of the Sunstrike, and now he's going to be able to force staff away. They get the silence on a Weehaw, so he's forced into a BKB.
He got rooted by the creep.
EMP, the root onto King RT. He's still managed to make it out alive, though.
All right, they're going to reset. I thought if that root got him killed and they lost the gem for that.
Yeah, it would have been massive.
Those creeps, man.
But Secret, they throw down the Serpent Wards. They didn't want to take a fight outside of that area.
Ooh, I mean, I feel like they should have gotten that kill on mid 1.
Yeah.
He threw out the Sunstrike. I know what King RD was trying to do because mid 1 had BKB up. He was just trying to waste a little bit more time.
Prolong the disable, basically.
Yeah.
But you cannot ever mess with the pure damage Sunstrike. Like, that's just too important. Oh, Fada! He got hit by it. Does have the Force Staff BKB activated. Will be able to leap himself away, but it's still something that was forced out by Pain. They're going to roll over into the Shrine area, see if they can catch somebody else.
Sunstrike whiffs. Everyone's being so careful now.
Yeah, everyone just...
Since the early game, everyone is so afraid. They're just running in the most random patterns. They're going to get some D-wards.
Kill it.
Probably want to just complete this tower. It's so low. At 100 HP.
Oh, yeah. They should just, honestly, just backdoor it. Just 4 heroes. Cheese, Aegis, both on Weehaw. Don't think we really mentioned that one. Lotus or Lincoln's is which one is he going? Because he's got the items for both. Blitz.
I think he's gonna get a Lincoln's. He should have the recipe too. Yeah, he does. So he's got his Lincoln's completed now with this. The tower goes down.
And then, what do you think? He's just gonna get a like Shiva's or something? He just needs armor against.
Yeah, he needs
Clanks,
Shiva's.
right?
You saw, even in the fight when he was beyond godlike, Ace just turns around with just the Deso, and he eats into him with the Drow Aura.
Yeah. Now he's gonna have BKB and Deso. Lincoln's is an excellent choice because we're gonna have Scythe of Vice for both the Mirana as well as Ace being built.
Yeah. We said, by the way, I pointed out that mid 1 has to kind of rely on his teammates to carry him this game. Fada's still doing work in this game. Like, Fada has played this out of his mind good. That arrow to set up on Weehaw, that time that you didn't quite catch, but YapzOr has just been the most annoying Nyx Assassin to play against.
Yeah.
He just kind of runs around. He's got so many defensive items and spiked Carapace.
He's doing a good job right now of just like split pushing, keeping one of the side lanes pushed out.
Yeah.
So somebody in Pain is going to have to collect all this. It's a lot of farm.
So this game is super close still.
Did
This
they
is still
backdoor
anybody's
to
game.
the Sour? Yeah, they took it.
They just naturally pushed in with it when the creep wave came. And Pain is trying to make some moves on the map right now.
They don't want to back up, right?
No,
they don't want to
gotta
give
get-
Secret any space to breathe. Will this game get easier for Secret if they prolong it, or is it just going to get worse?
I kind of feel like it's going to get worse just because I feel like the 3 cores from Pain still have room to grow.
Yeah.
And this Drow Ranger, like, you see that mid 1, he just doesn't... I mean, what is he supposed to do?
Yeah.
Like, I can't really blame him too much in this game because it was his role. He's a mid Drow Ranger against an Invoker, right? He's going to get out-damaged by, like, 30 when Exort Invoker comes on. And then he also started against Weehaw, who had First Blood, essentially fed to him. So, like, it's very easy to just say, like, what is mid 1 doing in this game? But like, he wasn't exactly set up to succeed. But as a result, his 2 side lanes were supposed to dominate, which they did. They did a very good job. But just one too many poor fights.
Yeah. Ace getting picked off. I mean, King RT definitely did a lot of work in being able to catch Ace multiple times. Fada dying without leap charges.
Yeah, just like stuff like that just added up.
Yeah. do know Yapzor's here. Going to be able to hit the Tornado into hookshot. Cox gets laid out. They're going to try and kill King RT at the same time. So a support for a support, potentially. Fana actually leaping into the Cox. King RT's not dead yet, but he's surrounded by Serpent Wards. They're going to kill him eventually, right? Puppy actually comes toward his shackles, but that just means he's going to give up his life as well. The gem is on the ground, but Pain do hold this battlefield. The Serpent Wards are still a little annoying, though.
Who has the gem right now?
It's on the ground, still underneath those wards. They're trying to kill the wards to be able to pick it up. Tava grabs it and runs away.
HFN's farming him out. He's got to be careful. Don't get arrowed here. Fada has been deadly with that.
Ace is still playing on the other side of the map. We'll pick up both the bounty runes.
Once Ace gets Hex, the game becomes okay-ish again.
Yeah. I feel like that's like a big peak for Secret. Like, if they get the double scythe, I'm not sure how much later they really want to push this game with the Drow Ranger lineup.
I mean, there's not another power spike really for your Drow, so it's going to come in the form of the double Hex, like you said. Once you get that, it's pretty much we should be winning fights right now. And if we're not, then the game just sort of ends.
Got the extra movement speed on Shikuchi now for HFN.
Yeah.
Oh, Ace caught again by King RD. Should just TP out. Oh, but the damage is so fast.
Okay, aside from that one hook shot, King RD has played this game real good. Real good Dota.
Excellent job hunting down these heroes.
That hook shot, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
He saw past Weeha. It's like, I can see through you. Weeha almost has the Shiva's Guard completed. It's going to make his hero a lot stronger too.
Rolling Thunder on in. Gonna land onto Fana, hoping to be able to get the chain stuns out. He's forced into a BKB. Does manage to hit Yapzor on the side. Silence on HFN. Now the control of Impale. He tries to throw it out with a Tornado to be able to stop this damage, but HFN still dies.
Everyone's
and now
just walking in one by one.
shackled in, and what is Pain doing? Throwing away their lives, including the gem, by the way.
That's now a gem for Yapzor, and Tavo just kind of leapt in there. He's like, take me too.
Yeah,
right.
HFN was not getting out of there.
HFN was mega dead. I have no idea what that was. HFN had a heart, so he thinks to himself, like, I can't die. I'm just going to kind of walk up here. Let's see what happens. Then he just dies in 2 seconds.
Okay, so we're going to get Scotty for Mirana. Now, I thought that was what Mid One was building. He still has it queued up.
Huh.
They're going to go for Yapzor right now with a Meteor coming in, but he does have the Spike Carapace as well as 4 stats. Puppy comes in, lands the Serpent Wards. They still throw everything they have. They do manage to get the gem back, potentially manage to stop the shackles onto Duster, pops a Ghost Scepter, and throws down the Freezing Field, which forces Fodder to be able to leap away. But now, Mid One and Ace come in from the side. King RD couldn't get the gem back, and he will still fall.
Pain, this can't be a good idea. You've got 2 of your main cores dead, and they just sort of take a fight right in front of the base, too. I don't know what there's no real upside there.
I can see why Misery said it's never easy.
It's not easy being the coach.
Misery's just sitting there probably right now shaking his head.
If you're listening to Misery's listening to this, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, this can't be the easiest game to watch. Everyone has your, you know, or
now he knows that helpless feeling that you had as a coach.
It was so random. Like, they're right in front of their base. This is as close as you can get to Secret's base, and Secret's like, all right.
I mean, you saw how determined they were. They did it here. They 3-man tier, just hoping someone would come in, and then they forced it.
Yeah,
forced it to happen over here.
That was a fight they wanted to take, which is the crazy part. Like, I mean, say this about Pain. They don't have boring games.
No.
Radiant are scanning.
And they do not lack for brash confidence.
I mean, the skill is there.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes they have moments like that where they're like, yeah, this will be a good idea. And I feel like no one is there to just check it, you know? Maybe Duster's like, hey, guys, maybe this is a bad... They're like, nah, this
shut
is a
up,
good
Duster. Buy some more wards.
Just like, get in there, man. He's like, all right, whatever. Somebody needs to be in there and just be like, guys, this could potentially be a terrible idea. Like, we're straight up about... All right, we're good, we're good. They
Hey,
just need to get Roshan, and then the game resets back in their favor. But Secret have to be so pleased that they're just kind of getting these gimmies.
Yeah. They're back in the game.
The game is once again somehow within reach for them.
So we've got a pretty important item that was picked up for Pain. I think Tavo's Yule Scepter. Because you see whenever he Rolling Thunders, they don't have actual chain stun. They all have little stunts, but not enough to actually stop BKB from going down. So now, Pango does operate as that sort of threat, which will certainly help in being able to execute one of these heroes on the side of Secret. But Secret, they've certainly got a lot of gold for themselves. And now they just found Weehaw. Hookshot comes in. What a beautiful cogs, but it's not enough to be able to save Weehaw. Ufada with the BKB activated with double damage as well. He's throwing in some good damage, but has to jump away from HFN. HFN's going to try and hunt him down. Moonlight Shadow still underneath the sentry. Fada finally managed to get out of range of that, but now the Moonlight Shadow's gone. HFN still managed to get on top of him. Fada just does not have the escape mechanism, has to loop his way around the trees, doesn't make it out. The Roshan fight, though, can still be controlled by Secret. They have the buyback on Fada.
With Fada dying
have
there,
the Serpent Wards there.
With Fada dying there, it just kind of resets things. If they get Weehaw, then they can just back out, retrade. But Fada dying makes this really awkward. And they drop the wards for this, so Secret don't really want a part of this anymore.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that Fada leaked the direction he did, which was away from his team.
Yeah. If he can get to the rest of his team, then things are fine. That's the ideal trade for your team.
Yeah. His immediate reaction thought was get away from the Weaver, but let's be real. Weaver, when he gets level 25 talent, you're never going to away from him.
But they're going to still play around this area.
Yeah.
And there's nowhere really else for them to play. So the drawer is popped, and so it's going to be on Pain to make a play here.
Yeah, the bottom lane's pushing in pretty heavily.
Walks in, hook
shot
shot
in, up into the high ground. Mid one's going to be the first one going down. He got the BKB off before the Rolling Thunder. Now Mass Force Staff's getting him out of that river area
nice
and onto
silence.
the high ground. Now he still managed to get the Gold Scepter. Immediate combo stuns, and with HFN with the BKB, he needs a little bit more physical damage and finally managed to finish him off. But Ace will be able to take on Tavo. Tavo's not getting away from those searing arrows. Freezing Field on Puppy with the shackles. Managed to take down
Everyone's
that support.
buying back right now.
Frostbite immediately. BKB activated by Ace. They reset. They back up. A TP out even from Duster, but that's going to be canceled by Yapsor. They'll take that support's life and arrow dodge, but Duster runs into the fire. Secret will win that fight, but there is still buybacks available for Pain, where Secret have already blown theirs.
And the gold lead favors Pain there, but at the same time, if you get Roshan, everything's okay for Secret. And that's the big thing. So that was, how many buybacks? 4? It's minimum of 3.
Yeah, that was Sunstrike to reveal inside the
You
pit.
have
that
to
was
get
both
Roshan.
the Drow Ranger and Fada's Marana.
If all you kill is Tavo and force the CM buyback, this does not feel good if you're Secret.
But I'm sure they're too afraid because what if Tavo has buyback? What if they try and force this and he buys back?
Yeah, of course they don't know that he's 400 gold away.
Yeah, he's just a bit shy. Yapsor's going to go into this high ground again. They just keep on trying to do this, and immediately he's going to be cogsed up, trapped inside. Can they get a Force Staff out of there? He's going to be Tornado, facing the wrong direction too. King RD pops a Ghost Scepter, dodges the Serpent Ward damage. They're trying to fight from the low ground into the high ground. Yapsor's trying to get out. Another Force Staff, Spike Carapace, but not enough.
HFN's doing
HFN
too
gets
much
the back
damage.
lines. He sees mid one is half HP, but doesn't want to go for that kill. Instead
Puppy's
goes
out
for
of mana.
Puppy. Aeon Disc is going to be able to pop immediately. There's a Scythe of Ice bleeding into King RD. Big Cataclysm. It hits onto Ace. He's down to half HP already. Puppy with the long range. They do manage to get him with HFN. Midwan at half HP does have a BKB. He can turn and he can fight Weehaw, but can he actually win this fight?
Cheese
With
is
Cheese activated. Weehaw managed to live. Gets a good tornado onto Ace. No real disables. Midwan on the other side gets more damage to Weehaw, but Ace is forced to pop his BKB and run away from HFN.
Fada
They now
by
control the
himself?
Roshan pit with Fada. He is dead as well. They have no buyback
should
on
just
the
go down
side of
mid.
Secret. Pain, forget about Roshan and head into Secret's base.
That's 4 dead right now. Clinks doesn't have BKB up. HFN is just marching down mid. It looked like for a second everyone was like, hey, go Rosh. HFN pings. He tells his team, guys, no one is alive right now. This is the game for us to win. After they take this tower, they should just immediately march in for throne.
And that's exactly what they're going to do. No pit stops on the racks.
You see Clinks, he's trying so hard to get to that bottom lane.
Yeah, he wants
knows.
to force somebody back or something, but Pain are just not going to do that, and they know that. So
Yeah, Puppy's not even going to wait.
Secret calls it GG. And this is another series that ends up going 1-1.
It wasn't the cleanest of games,
No.
but that was a game. I mean,
was
TI
game
games
indeed.
are almost always going to kind of be like that, where
Yeah.
they're just sort of slugfests. Nothing is really supposed to just go straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, every team is going to be a little bit shaky.
Yeah.
But Pain, when it came to the team fights, they did such a good job.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like Secret also did a good job of catching things when Pain was just
When
like,
they were throwing at him, they're like, I got it. Throw it to me, Dad. Oh man, these series have been fun today. We had the TNC one earlier this morning that went 1-1 as well. It feels like all these teams, I feel like, learn from their losses in game 1, come back a lot stronger in game 2, whether it's draft, whether it's play, and
I felt like Weehaw played this. He played the early game like as well as you can ask anybody to play this early game.
Yeah.
Then HFN was like, we'll forget about the mid game, and then HFN finally caught up after starting like 1-4.
Yeah, HFN's like, remember those times where I was always the carry for you guys? Let's go back to that. Let me carry. Let me carry. Oh, man, I would be really interested to see a Game 3 at a lot of these series. But that's going to have to wait until the main event because we have our next series coming up, which I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. A little bit frazzled, but we'll be back after a break. You'll see it.